airport is now being closed. Ensure that those all portable electronic devices are in airplane mode at this time.
Hey, folks, from flight deck, welcome aboard flight 4327, headed down to Myrtle Beach today. Flight time 1 hour 33 minutes of a 39. Beach some weather underway. We're about to find some through there. It does look like there's storms moving around the area.
I'm like, I have no communication whatsoever from anybody else.
I am fully prepared to just get us Uber.
Okay.
Because I don't know what, I have not spoken a word to him.
I know, I'm like, you're the only person I've talked to about like, when we get there. Everybody else is driving from Nashville. I don't even know what time they're going to get there. I think they left around, it was 7 my time when Austin was saying they were leaving. So it's like 10 over there, 9 over there. I think it was like 2 hours away.
We'll play it for rain. So is our arrival time?
Switched planes 2 times on my way home. The first one goes to St. Louis, and the second one, I don't remember the second one does. And then I have to switch again, and then my last flight goes to Seattle.
Think registration.
That's nice.
But it's also 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah. My original flight was like 6:30 p.m. It was way too late. I had to hang out in the airport all day. I don't want to do that. So that was the only flight available though when I changed my flights. And so then I looked again a few weeks ago, and then they had a different flight that was earlier. I was like, oh, I'm going to do that one.
I could do it on my phone.
Alright, to fasten your seatbelt, by the button into the buckle pull, lift straps and tighten, lift it up on the buckle to release, position your seatbelt tight and low.
I don't know, I wonder if I need to update something. Does this work right away?
This aircraft has 6 emergency exits, 2 forward exit doors, 2 overwing window exits, and 2 exit doors in the back. Signs overhead and lights on the floor lead deck. If evacuation is necessary, please follow our commands and leave everything.
I'm like, that's messed up.
In the event of aborting evacuation, use life vests underneath your seat. Only remove the vest if told to do so. Fully wear tabs open the container and remove the pouch. Remove the vest from the pouch as shown on the safety information card. Place the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist. Buckle it in front and pull to tighten. Once outside, pull down the red tabs and place it in the inside door to blow into the tube at your shoulder. Your vest does have a light down and must be turned off the water. Please refer to the safety information card for life vest use only. If additional vests are needed, we'll distribute them. Recommend by check that your seatbelts are fastened, seat back and tray tables have a full or in lock position, and all tray and items are disposed. Please note that the seat in front of you leaving the air around your feet clear. Smoking is not allowed on board, including the lavatories. The use and charging of electronic cigarettes is prohibited. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying any or smoke detectors on aircraft lavatories. It is also prohibited to consume any alcohol that you may have brought with you on this aircraft. Federal aviation regulations require passenger compliance with provided history of person signs, and markers, and crew member instructions, including information on sports and smoking.
By the window, just kick you. We'll have that white bag. Sorry. Thank you so much.
and mouth and breathe normally. Secure the mask using the elastic strap on, though oxygen will be flowing. The plastic bag may not inflate. Continue to wear the mask until otherwise notified by your phone crew member. If you're traveling with children or anyone needing special assistance, please put your mask on first. If you are wearing a facial covering, please remove it before donning an oxygen mask. We're here for your guys' comfort, primarily your safety. Please let us know if any alarm will be ever. Thank you for your guys' attention. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy your 1 hour and 30-minute flight to Myrtle Beach. Now we will be dimming these cabin lights. If you're needing additional reading light, go ahead and press the button of the light bulb above you. I see a lot of arms going up to those vents. I know it's a little warm in here. To make the cabin cool down a lot faster, everybody make sure that their window shades are down and everybody's vent is open. Check those seatbelts and we can for emergency. Enjoy your flight.
I can show you my ID right now.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
I'm 26.
You're fake.
We didn't have, what?
Fake.
Yeah, it is. We didn't have, like, Uber or anything like that for a long time where I live. And then, like, we have it now, but I've never had to use it because I just drive around myself. I've had a car since I was 17.
Really? Really?
In that way, I am, yeah. My dad, this is when my dad still lived with us, he got all his disability payment at once that he had been waiting for like 2 years, so it was like a big lump sum of money. So he got me my first car when I was 17. No, I just don't talk to him.
I know y'all don't have the best relationship.
Yeah, we don't have any relationship.
I was trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
You have to. We did at one point, like, he was doing better, and then he was like, my girlfriend does meth, I'm gonna do meth. So that's what I do. So okay, so.
Wait until older and decided to finish.
Well, he had done meth before, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Who starts like older 50 doing meth?
So when I was born, he was in prison, but before that, he was a heroin addict. Yeah. My dad's a piece of work.
How do you imagine, huh? That's the real question.
Because
That's
my
what
mom,
we talk about. What do you think?
my mom was insecure when she was younger.
You think?
To be fair, my dad was like a good-looking guy when he was young, and like he didn't look like a big girl. He was like muscular and stuff. And then, yeah. Then after they got together, he was like doing heroin and like he was like robbing places all the time. He went to jail like a lot when he was younger. Yeah. My dad's been to prison more than one time, like probably like 3 or 4 times. And then he kept doing heroin until my brother was born. But before I was born, he like ran away to California with a hooker and was telling my mom they were gonna take me away from my mom. And then he went to prison. Then we got out of prison. My mom like let him come back. And then he started doing drugs again. Yeah. And then she like moved in with her parents. And then he finally like got his shit together and they were living with my grandparents for a while. And then my brother was born and then that's when he finally like stopped doing drugs altogether. And I was already 3 at that point. And then after that. So he was like good till I was like 8 or 9, and I started drinking. And then he was alcoholic from like then until I was like 15. And then he has cirrhosis, so he stopped drinking. His liver was failing. And then instead of drinking, he would always like had cheated on my mom a bunch of times when they first got together. And then after he stopped drinking, he really started doing it more because he just like jumps from one addiction to the next. So then he was like cheating on my mom a bunch. Cheating on my mom a bunch. And then they got divorced, not because they were breaking up, but because my dad needed her and my dad needed to get divorced so she could get SSI because my mom needed money for him to get SSI. So they got divorced because of that, but then he was like, well, I'm divorced, so now I can talk to whoever I want. And that's not what my mom thought was going on. So then they actually broke up. And then he was doing good for a while after that. Like, he got a job and he like had his own place and like he had a girlfriend who lived in Oregon. And then he broke up with her and started dating this other girl that lived in Yakima. And she was doing meth already. And then he was like, I'm gonna start doing meth. He started doing meth with her. And then he was like, well, since I'm already doing meth, I might as well start doing heroin again. So they started doing heroin again. And I stopped talking to him around that time. Because he like gave me some sob story about how he had no money, he couldn't pay his bills, blah blah. So I gave him like $500, and then I found out he bought his girlfriend like rings and necklaces and like a bunch of shit with the money I gave him. girlfriend called the cops on him, but they didn't arrest him. She called the cops on him because they were fighting, and then they didn't arrest him because he had COVID. And then she called the cops again the same day, and then they arrested him. And then he went to prison for like 3 years, and then he got out recently, and he was like trying to like, oh, like I want to talk to the kids, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to him. So I haven't talked to him in like 4 or 5 years probably. Yeah. That's why I don't talk to my dad.
I can see why.
Yeah.
You don't never really talk about that much. Discord, but yeah, that's
Yeah. Well, like I told you guys too, like when my mom had COVID, she was in the hospital for 3 weeks. And then I didn't know this, my brother told me like probably
Well, folks, in your cockpit, obviously we've come back to the gate. I do apologize about that. We have a maintenance issue with the aircraft. We can't take off with the problem that we have, so we're going to have our maintenance guys take a look at it. Once we get a idea of what's going on and how we're going to handle this, we'll let you know. We do apologize about this. Sometimes these things happen. So we'll update you just as soon as I get some more information and try to get you down to Myrtle Beach as quick as possible.
no, right?